One of the best moments I have ever seen from a Republican candidate came this week. Rocio Cleveland, she is running for Congress against Democrat Kat Abughazealeh, I think is how you say her name, no idea, showed up to one of her events. And she goes out and hands a goodie bag to this lady, Kat, this Democrat. And basically in this goodie bag is all of the things that she's going to need when she goes to prison. Because right now, she is currently facing federal charges for impeding ICE agents. Take a look.
Hi, Kat. So I just wanted to give you this. I did hear. I'm so sorry about the indictment. And so I created a little package for you.
My favorite
Open it, but I'm sure it's like really big. Well, it's actually not me. I actually have holy water here for you. So hopefully it'll help you.
Brilliant. Brilliant. And that Democrat absolutely should go to jail for impeding ICE officers. That is ridiculous. Meanwhile, in North Carolina, ICE has been deporting a ton of illegal immigrants in Charlotte. Democrats, not the voters, but the actual leaders are starting to take to social media to tell you, the American people, to impede federal officers. Here is Drew Reisinger, who, again, not just a random Democrat, he's elected the Register of Deeds for Buncombe County, doing just that.
I'm seeing a lot of information coming from North Carolina officials saying that immigration raids might be starting as early as Saturday, as early as this weekend. I know there's some real tendency to just say, if ICE is coming with good intentions to get criminals off the streets, we welcome them with open arms. There's a certain point where I think we as Democrat officials just need to call a spade a spade. ICE is not well-intentioned. They're here specifically to terrorize our communities. They're not going after criminals. We've seen this again and again. I think it's incredibly important that we are just clear and honest with the community at this point. Customs and Border Patrol and ICE officials are specifically coming to terrorize communities of color, and I think it's really important that we call it what it is. Let's not pretend that these guys are coming here to help us with our crime rates. Crime rates in Charlotte, we know, are on the decline. Crime rates in Asheville are on the decline. So let's be real. They're not coming to help us, and we need to protect our immigrant communities.
Democrats will never understand this. We don't care what the illegal immigrant crime rate is. It does not matter. The very fact that there is any crime at all being committed by an illegal immigrant is unacceptable. They should not be here in the first place. Therefore, there should not be a single crime committed. The rate doesn't matter. It's how many crimes are happening. And Democrats are helping them to commit the crimes right now. This is a Facebook group from Asheville. I think that's in the Charlotte area in North Carolina. And you can see this is what it says. If you're just listening, it says, "Thanks all for confirming ICE is not at this hotel. They were turned away. Maybe call and thank them. It is confirmed ICE is staying at the," and we blacked it out because we don't want to dox them. But at the end, they say, "I feel it's important to find out where they're staying. Do what we can to make it uncomfortable as possible for them to stay here." So you have people openly doxing federal agents, and that is incredibly dangerous. You are warning illegal immigrants to run, which is bad, obviously, but what is far worse than that is telling people where ICE is staying, so presumably you can go hurt them. They say in that thing, obviously, because they don't want to get their Facebook group taken down, to make it as uncomfortable as possible. But again, why else would you dox them but to go either hurt them or even assassinate them? And that's not a hypothetical thing either. That is actually happening right now. Here's a video of someone in North Carolina trying to ram their car into ICE agent trucks.
Hey, they chasing amigo. Get him! Get him! Get him! Get him!
On top of the attacks, you also have illegal immigrants right now who are faking having heart attacks or panic attacks to try to get away. Here is a video of someone who had to be restrained onto a gurney because what had happened is they had faked a panic attack, so they go to the hospital and then they tried to run away.
I ain't supposed to bring that to the hood, girl. That's what I'm trying to say. I ain't gonna let him beat you. Even a citizen in front of you. When you wake up, gang, escape.
So the good news with all of this is we have some breaking news from the Supreme Court literally today in an 8-1 decision with, of course, Ketanji Brown Jackson dissenting since she knows nothing about the law. Even her liberal justices disagreed with her. The court ruled that Trump can continue deportations of a certain immigrant class, whereas before he wasn't able to. This is according to the conservative brief. They say the ruling facilitates the Trump administration's effort to revoke Biden-era temporary protected status for approximately 300,000 Venezuelan migrants residing in the U.S. It permits the administration, especially considering, Venezuela loves to send their prisoners up here. We don't know how many of them there are. I know a lot of Venezuelan immigrants. A lot of them are good people. A lot of them, though, are from literally the prisons in Venezuela. They continue. It permits the administration to proceed with the immediate deportation of these migrants as asserted by the administration's legal representatives. So, again, that is 300,000 more deportations that can happen now that couldn't. So that's huge and a massive win for Trump, and a sign that if there are any other lawsuits that are trying to prevent Trump from the deportations, they're likely going to get struck down. In fact, this might just deter people from even bringing the litigation up in the first place. Huge win. Again, even by the liberal justices, they did not agree with the fact that you cannot deport these people. Even the liberal justices in this case agreed with Trump. That's a huge win. Before we get back to the news, guys, I wanted to thank the sponsor of this show, Pure Tested Peptides. Pure Tested Peptides offers lab-tested 99% pure peptides for sale that you can trust. Go check them out at the link in the description below. Also, guys, marketing through podcasts is the future of reaching amazing audiences. If you or someone you know owns a business that wants to break into the podcasting marketing space, you can DM me at my Instagram, contact my agent at tony@prettygoodagents.com, or you can add to the description below. Thank you so much for watching today's episode, everybody. Please like the video so other great patriots like yourselves will see it. And you can tune in every single weekday at 6 p.m. Eastern for the live show, or you can watch another video right here.